Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. And for those of you that are returning subscribers, thank you for stopping by today. Today's video is going to be straightforward. It's going to be a brow tutorial. I'm just going to be showing you a step-by-step process on how to achieve a flawless brow. My name is Didi. I'm the owner of River Beauty. I'm a makeup artist based here in Lagos, Nigeria. So if you are going to be interested in this, which I'm sure you will be, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. For brow tutorial, you don't need so many things. You're just going to need about 4 or 5 things. You need your brow pencil. Today's brow pencil I'll be using is the Beautyline by Didi brow pencil. You're also going to be needing definitely your concealer. The concealer I'll be using today is the Eyebrow concealer, and this shade is Cool Tan. I'm going to be using 2 shades, Cool Tan and then Creamy Beige. Then I'm also going to be needing definitely the brushes, the brush to outline the drawn brows, and the blending brushes. So I'm going to be using these 2 brushes. This one I got it a while ago from Zikel thereabouts. This I got it from Amazon. That has also been a while ago. So I'm just going to be using these 2 brushes for defining the brows and for blending the brows. Okay, then I'll be using this powder to set the highlighted brows. So this is Zikel cosmetics powder. So I'm just going to go right into it. So I already shaping my brows, so I'm just going to go ahead to highlight. Okay, so before I start, there are important things that you need to note about your eyebrows. You need to note how for it to be drawn. There's a process. So first, you can take like a pencil or something long just to measure it. So you measure for the start of your brows or the beginning of your brows. You should know that it's supposed to start just by this part of your nose. So you put a pencil or whatever ruler or anything you have, and then you just put it by the side of your nose, and where it starts, just at this top here, this is where your brows should begin. So you can see where I am putting this is the place your brows should begin, and then you put it here too and just move it. Once you put it like this, you move it this way. So you're measuring like over your eyes, and that place is where your brows should arc. So bearing in mind where your nose, your pencil is, or your stick is, and then over your eyes, this is where you arc your brow. And then when you do the same way and do like this, just by the end of your eye, if you put it straight, and then just by the bridge of your nose, that's where the tail of your brow should end. So you have this as the beginning, this as the arc, and this as the end. So that's one of the basic things you need to do. If you are a beginner, you can go ahead to use a pencil to draw those marks when you measure it. So when you're outlining it, you know where and where you're supposed to do what. See what I'm doing? And you just shade in the boxes. Just keep light strokes. I like this Didi Beautyline by Didi pencil because it doesn't apply too much pressure, so it gives you control of the pressure that you want on the brow. Then for the beginning part of the brow, you just follow your hairline and just draw like light strokes, just like that, like that, like that. And then you take your spoolie and then you just brush everything together. So as you can see, once you draw it with a pencil neatly, when it's time to conceal, it will be very easy for you to actually just blend out. So you should focus on getting the pencil drawn properly, so that when you have to conceal, you need so much concealer and then start painting all over your face. Also, you can use a powder before you start drawing it. Maybe if you don't want if you have oily skin, like you don't want the concealer to start like breaking or creasing, you can take a powder and put it, or a setting powder or a loose powder or a compact powder, and just take some of it and just put it on the brow before you draw it. Let me show you what I mean. I'm just going to take this and just put like this. This is what I mean. Just going to dab around it, just like that. Okay, and I'll go back in to draw the second brows. thing to bear in mind is that your brows are not twins, so you may never have the exact same thing drawn on both brows. So as long as you see that they are similar, don't bother about perfection. So as you can see, I've done both sides. I've done these two areas. Just time to go ahead with the concealer. So I'm just going to use the lighter one, which is creamy beige, for the brow bone. Bearing in mind, this is the brow bone. If you put your fingers just by this part of your brows, you are going to feel a bone there. That is your brow bone. So I'm just going to highlight that area because that's where the sun hits. That's the place that is going to pop more. The other parts, I'm just going to use something close to my foundation shade. Please ensure that depending on how you like your brows, if you want it big or small, but I usually work with the size of or the width of my own brows. I outline the width with the pencil with the width of my brows. When I'm concealing, rather, I'm ensuring that I'm concealing close to the line of my brows, close to my brows itself. I'm not going too far, I'm not going into the brows. So I'm just doing it directly under the brows so it looks as natural as possible. Go ahead to take the blending brush and then just blend it downwards and blend it into my skin. So I'm tapping it into the skin this way. We'll then check again to see if there are any other harsh lines or if it's outlined properly, and then you can go in again with your concealer just to ensure that the line is straight. When you're satisfied with that, you go ahead to do the top part of the brows. Make sure it's as close to your brows as you want or as possible, so it's not looking too far apart. You have to do it gradually so you can have a smooth line. Front is as natural as possible. So what you must not do is you must never shade the front of your brows, unless it's just going to look like box. So you don't want to your natural brows don't look like box. So when I'm done with that, I'm just going to go ahead to brush again and then do the second side. So same process goes for the second side. Once it's blended properly, you just go ahead to check both sides to see if they are at least similar. If it's not that one is here, one is here. So I'll just look at that, see if I need to make any changes. I think it looks fair enough. What do you think? What do you think? Do I need to make new changes? Then I'll just go ahead to take concealer and then just put in between the two to ensure that it's properly separated. So after that, I'm just going to take powder also. So this is the Zikel Cosmetics powder. I'll just take the shade, and then I'll just apply it on the brow. Not the brow, on the highlighted area, pardon me. So this process is just to ensure that the concealer that I use doesn't crease after a while. So this prevents it from having any sort of breakage, or at least minimizes it. So the final thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take in this brow gel by Usher's brow gel. I hope you can see that. and then I'm going to be using it to set the brows. So I'm just going to do like this and just brush the brows in place and to make it look more natural. So that is the end of the brow tutorial. I hope it was easy enough and it's something that you can try. If you have any other questions relating to brows, or if you want me to show you any other tutorial related to brows or any other thing, do let me know. I'll be glad to do so. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already, and please share this video, share this content, let people see the lights. It's actually very easy to draw your brows. It's your brows, so the more you practice, the more familiar you will be with your brows. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you again for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.